Every day, millions of Indian workers step onto factory floors, into mines, and across construction sites. Regulating their safety is an administrative challenge of staggering proportions. Before 2020, the legal framework attempting to protect this workforce was a maze. Employers and regulators had to navigate 13 completely separate central labor laws. This meant cross-referencing the Factories Act of 1948, the Mines Act of 1952, and the Plantations Labor Act of 1951, just to find a baseline standard. In total, the old architecture contained 620 separate sections and 868 rules. To stay compliant, businesses had to fill out 55 different forms and file 21 separate returns. This legal backlog translated directly into physical congestion. Thousands of manual laborers, like these dock workers, faced delayed protections because the system was simply too dense to enforce quickly. With conflicting rules to manage, inspection often became an exercise in verifying dates on a form rather than testing the integrity of a machine. When compliance lives only on paper, physical risks on the factory floor go unnoticed. With regulations split across industry-specific lines, massive segments of the workforce fell into administrative blind spots. Historically isolated populations, like those harvesting tea leaves on remote hillside plantations, were exceptionally difficult to monitor and regulate under a fragmented structure. Amending the existing laws one by one would only add to the friction. A modernized, unified framework was required to govern a 21st century economy. To guarantee actual workplace safety, the government had to demolish the old legislative architecture and build a single, universal baseline from the ground up. That solution is the Occupational Safety, Health, and Working Conditions Code of 2020. It takes the previous 620 sections and cuts them down to an efficient 143. This illustrates the new universal baseline for working hours. It strictly caps labor at 8 hours a day or 48 hours a week. It also introduces structural flexibility. Businesses can now opt for compressed work weeks, shifting those hours into 4 12-hour shifts. The threshold to earn paid leave has also been significantly lowered, dropping from 240 working days down to just 180. The 2020 code resets the foundation of labor rights in India, establishing a singular, standardized measurement for both time on the job and compensation. While the 2020 code sets the policy, the 2026 rules dictate the daily enforcement. For employers, the core of this enforcement is digital simplification, specifically through the Shram Suvidha portal. This portal replaces multiple state filings with a single registration and a single license. It also mandates that any workplace accidents be reported online within 24 hours. The rules also elevate worker welfare directly. Appointment letters are now legally mandatory for absolutely every employee, bringing documented legitimacy to previously unorganized sectors. The framework modernizes operating hours for women, officially permitting night shifts on the condition that strict, mandated safety and transport measures are actively implemented. Physical facilities are now scaled to the size of the workforce. Establishments with over 50 workers must provide a creche, and those with over 100 must operate a canteen. The 2026 rules achieve a clear dual benefit. They erase the bureaucratic red tape that slowed down business, while establishing strict physical welfare floors for the workers. To see how these rules apply on the ground, look at the construction sector and the massive interstate migrant workforce driving it. Under the new mandate, digital registers guarantee the portability of welfare benefits. A migrant worker's safety net now travels with them across state lines. In high-risk environments like mining and heavy manufacturing, hazard control is tighter. Large establishments are now required to appoint specialized safety officers and form safety committees, which explicitly require the inclusion of female representatives. The media and journalism sectors see targeted adjustments as well, including strict 6-hour caps on day shifts, 5.5-hour limits on night shifts, and guaranteed medical leave. Across all major industries, these targeted regulations force workplace safety to evolve from a reactive afterthought into a proactive, highly regulated system. Employers now consolidate hundreds of overlapping filings into a single digital entry, replacing a desk full of physical ledgers with one dashboard. For the workforce, employment terms are no longer ambiguous, and safety rights are legally transparent and measurable. The code is a blueprint. Its success rests on moving safety requirements out of the ledger and into every physical movement on the floor.